Hello everyone, I'm Thomas Emulus, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to take the audio from your YouTube videos and really master it and mix it and just make it sound amazing. Now let's start with a situation so you know exactly what you're going to be learning in this series. Let's say someone's on YouTube and they go to click your video to watch it, but you have it monetized just like everyone else, and it plays an ad, but that ad has very high quality audio, it's very loud and it's nice, but after that ad's over, whether they skip it or not, when they go to watch your video they'll notice that it's much quieter, maybe the quality just isn't that much, and they won't last very long watching your video. You'll lose a lot of viewers very quickly due to the lack of quality that you have. Now of course we don't always have the best instruments available to use, but you have to make the best of it, and what I'm going to be showing you is how to take whatever audio you have and master it efficiently so it can really step up to the other videos in the crowd. So with that being said, I'm going to be showing you how to get a free audio program. This is a DAW, digital audio workstation, that's free for Windows. If you have Mac, there are other free options. There are actually a lot more, but this video is going to be covering Windows specifically just because it's easy and that's the operating system I have right now. So all these links are going to be in the description. If you'll go to the one that says Zynewave, it's Podium free. This is the audio workstation you're going to be using. You can use any VST plugins for these. You can see there's EQ, you have compression and things. These are all vital for you to master your audio efficiently. So we're going to be downloading the free version. It's for 32-bit and 64-bit Windows. Just get whichever one you need, but make sure you remember which one that is, because whenever you download plugins, like right over here, which is our Reaper plugins, it's another link you're going to go to that you really need. You need to make sure that you download the correct version no matter what it is. Make sure that it corresponds with this bit version, or else it's not really going to work correctly. Now, that being said, let's say you're downloading this and you're installing it. Once it's installed, you're going to go over here and you're going to get these Reaper plugins. I'm going to show you exactly how to install these. I'm unchecking the scriptable effects right here because I don't ever use that. And then you really want to note the place it's going to be installing these at. Alright, everything's installed. So what I have right here are, first off, we have, alright, we're going to go into our program files. Now this is assuming that you already have Zynewave installed. Go to the Zynewave folder. I've already created a VST Plugins folder because I use these all the time. But if there's no folder here, you want to create one and you want to call it something like VST Plugins, My Plugins. Simply name it something that you could find very easily because you'll need to reference it later. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a new, I just won't create a folder at all because I already have these plugins. But basically you're going to have your folder right here. And let's go over here. We have 86 and then VST plugins. This is where Reaper was installed and you can see it right there. Basically I'm going to take all these DLL files and just drag them straight over to your VST plugins folder. Now I already have them, so I'm not going to do that. But that's it. That's how you load in your plugins. And then what you need to do is you need to open up Podium free, which is what I have open right now. You're going to be opened up to a new project. What I'm going to be doing for this is taking the audio straight from a video. If you already have a program or some way of recording that you have the audio separate from the video, you don't have to worry about this at all. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're assuming that you've taken the video on your camera or just something that's solid and you can't really extract the audio from the video, but we still want to master the audio separately. So what I'm doing is I have these Windows Wave, this MME drivers. If you don't update your drivers, you're probably going to see any of this at all. There's also ASIO drivers. That's free online. If you want to know how to set any of this up from scratch, I'll link a video to this tutorial video in the links below. But let's see here. I have recording playback is set up. What that's going to do is it's going to take the actual output sound that's going to the computer, what would normally play through your speakers, and it's going to record it into the interface. That means if you have your audio, let's just say I want to record the audio from this video, you have your video queued up, all I have to do is hit play over here, and then I hit record in this, and it will record the audio straight onto it. This is very useful if you want to get the audio straight from your video, or if you don't have any certain program that you have to use. Now, the output interface is, for me, it's just the speakers. That's just my preference. You can just pick whatever you want. If you don't know what to choose, I'd either stick to the speakers / headphones, or switch to whatever device and just keep testing things out and see what works. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you want to load up the plugins that we just added. Before doing this, you want to go to that other link and you want to download limiter number 6. This is really useful. I just go to the downloads page over here, and it will be one of these. I'll just link this specific link below, and you can get whichever ones that you need. I actually don't know about these, but the limiter does have a compressor on it already, so I would just get this one. And you want to download it. You want to do the same thing that you did with the plugins. I don't know if you have to install the limiter, but either way, I would just do the same steps as before and drag it straight into the plugins folder. Now after that, you want to be able to reference that folder, and we're going to go over here to preferences, go to plugins. See, I already have it referenced right here, but let's say you don't. You're just going to click these little dots, and then you're going to find it. Mine's under program files, x86. Let's go down to Zynewave, and there we go, we have our plugins, and that's where we're going to reference it to. Now once you have that, you'll just click OK, and you want to do rebuild and load plugins. Now you can see you can also configure the plugins there, and I'm not going to rebuild it on these because I didn't make any changes and it does take a while, but that is what we're going to do so you can actually load in. So you'll do rebuild and load plugins, and you just want to do create project. Now after this, let's assume that you are able to get your audio extracted from your video. All you're going to do is open it up, say in one of these windows, and let's just say you want to get, I don't know, some kind of music from iTunes or whatever. You're simply going to just take it and drag it right over. But you have to make sure it's WAV format. If it's an MP3 or anything else, you will need to convert it, and there's tons of tutorials on that. You can just go straight to iTunes and do it. But let's say that you don't, and you can't seem to be able to extract your audio from your video. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. Now we have 2 tracks here. This is going to be our finished one. We have our audio from our video. This is where we're going to be editing everything. And this right here is our source. This is where we're going to be recording from. Now I don't know how well this is going to be to work because I already have recording going on right here. But we'll just test it out. We'll see how this goes. We're going to go over here to the little input section. Click audio 1 plus audio 2. Then we'll click this little black square. That way we don't get any delay and we don't have to listen to it. If you do want to listen to what's being recorded while it's recording, you can unclick that. We also want to do record, and you'll notice there's no real sound coming through here, and that's really good. But let's go ahead and go over to our DAW tutorial, and I'm just gonna do So right now I'm doing an example for one of these channels. If you want to check this out, I'm going to put a link in the description. But basically what we're going to be doing is taking the exact video itself, if I can get past this ad, and you want to make sure first off that your volume is all the way up, and just don't worry about headphones or anything. It's totally dangerous. What we're going to be doing to start this out, turn this up, and then I'll test it out through here. So let's click K, or you can click this little record button right here, And basically what we're going to be doing is hitting record and then playing the video. So right now we can see as we're recording it, there's nothing going in there. But if we go over to the video, let's skip ahead just a little bit.
We're gonna teach my dog some
Now we can see we're getting just a little bit of audio.
Look at him.
But we need to reference what's actually going out. So it's this right here. So if you watch.
Good job, Lucky. You're doing it. He hates it.
We have it up to max, but you don't have to worry about it damaging any actual equipment.
He's an outside dog.
It's actually really, really loud.
You don't
have to worry about it damaging anything, but you can see it's not clipping. It's just exactly loud enough. It's as loud as we need it to be. So, I'm going to go over here, pause the video. Now, we are on YouTube, but this is only an example if you were using another workstation or another audio program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out because I don't need to record anything anymore. And that's the first step. This is what actually gets you to where you need to go, so you can edit your audio and you can do everything like that. So in the next part, what we're going to be doing is taking this actual clip or whatever sample clip we need, and we're going to be mastering it. I'm going to show you examples of both and what actually needs to happen in order to master the audio and make it loud and very nice quality. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, just leave them below and help us reach our goal. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers within 6 months. So that's like June 1st. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers before June 1st. So help us be a part of that. Click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next part.